Hey everyone! Time for your math review lesson. Yes, I know what you're thinking. This is not Miss Cashin. I am going to be doing some math review and she's going to be teaching reading lessons starting today, which is all very exciting. So now listen, if you don't have a piece of paper, you don't need to have this worksheet, but if you don't have a piece of paper or notepad or a pencil, you're going to need those things right now. So if you don't have them, pause this video, go grab your paper and pencil so you're ready to do some review with me today. So the way this is going to work, I'm going to read out the problem, then you're going to smash that pause button and do the work yourself, and then come on back after you've completed it, unpause, and then we'll go through it together. All right, here's the first question. Ethan won $300. Congratulations, Ethan. He gives $127 to charity. How much money does Ethan have left? So at this point, smash that pause button, do the work, solve it, and then check it, and then come on back and see me. Okay, well here we go. We are looking at a subtraction problem, my friends. So with any word problem, I'm going to make sure that I begin with my handy-dandy number sentence there. So we are subtracting, but you know what? I want to jump in with something a little bit radical. What I want to do here is I'm actually going to solve this on a number line, but what I'm going to do is I am not going to use an algorithm or base 10 blocks. I'm actually going to use a number line. And the funny thing about my number line with a subtraction problem is I know where it begins. I start at 127, and even better than that, I know where it ends. It ends over here at 300. So now all that I need to do is I am going to start adding up. That's right, I'm going to use addition to solve a subtraction problem, the inverse operation. I'm going to start off with a small hop of 3. That's going to take me over here. Now why 3? Well, that gets me to a friendly 10. I'm now at 130. Now I'm going to get to do a big jump here. I'm going to go from 130 all the way over, this time to 200. Now, that will be 7 tens, or 70, and I'm nearly there. One more huge jump to get all the way up to the top of 100, and guess what? I now just need to add these three numbers together, and I've got my answer. I'm thinking with a 1 in the hundreds place, 7 in the tens, and a 3 in the ones, it should be 173. But you know what? I'm the kind of mathematician that wants to make extra sure that I've got the right answer. So I'm going to use this space over here, and I'm actually going to check my work. I'm going to take the number that we got 173, and I'm going to add it to the smaller, the other part, and we should get 300. If we get 300, then good news, we've got the right answer. Here we go. 3 plus 7 is 10. 0 in the ones place, regroup a 10 to the tens place. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 7 is 10 again, regroup this time to the hundreds place. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3, and the answer 300. So that means we've double checked our answer, and it's looking good. Solution sentence, of course, always at the end of a word problem. Ethan has $173 left. Did you get that? How did it go for you? Yeah, you got the same answer? Nice work. Okay, let's go on now to the next problem. We've got some time. We need to make some time and find the time to do some time. What time do the clocks below show? All right, so we've got the first clock here, second one here. You don't need to draw out your clock, but if it's helpful, you can draw it out on your page. So go ahead and smash that pause button. Do that work right now. Ready? Pause. Okay, so here we go. Now, one of the strategies that you can use if you're still a little bit tripped up with time is to actually label around the outside of your clock. We're counting by fives, of course. Each of the numbers that you see on the clock face corresponds to 5. So we're going 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and of course we start off at 0 with 12. So we know it's going to be 55. I'm looking at the big hand. I know the big hand tells me the minutes, and that's going to be 55. I can put this right down here. Now, what did you get for the hour? This is the part where students can sometimes get tripped up. Did you say 9:55? Because it does look like that little hand is pointing to the 9, right? But it's not 9:55. It's actually 8:55. Oh, I can hear some of you got really excited. You got the right answer. Well done. 8:55. Here's why. In 5 minutes' time, when this big hand gets to the top, back to 12, we know that that's going to be a new hour. So it's about to be 9 o'clock. But if it's about to be 9 o'clock, it can't be 9:55. It's actually 8:55. I know, it's tricky. That little hand is pointing to the 9, but we're not actually in the 9th hour just yet. We can use that same strategy over here for clock number 2. In fact, I noticed that the big hand is pointing to the 11 in both. So I think we may have already determined what the minutes are. My question for you is, did you get the hour? Because that's a tricky part when you have the the big hand that is anywhere past 30. So there we are. Once again, it's the big hand is pointing to 55. We have our minutes. I'm going to write that down. And now the hour. Did you say it was 10:55? Did you? Did you think it was 10:55? It's actually 9 for the same reason as it was on the first clock. It's about to be 10 o'clock. Not 10 yet, though, so it has to be 9:55. All right, let's move on to the next question. I think I'm going to have to fold my paper at this point so you guys can see it. Ignore that practice workbook. That's just something for me to lean on. Okay, so here we go. We've got number 3. This is what it says. Listen up. There are 40 pencils in UMass. Half of them need sharpening. How many pencils are sharpened? At this point, you know what to do. Smash that pause button, do the work, and then come on back and we will check it together. Pause. And we're back again. 40 pencils in UMass. Half of them need sharpening. Now that means I actually have, I'm going to set up 2 boxes here. I'm going to set up one box for the sharpened and the other box for the unsharpened pencils. I don't know what's been happening in UMass. Mr. Scott has clearly forgotten to sharpen his pencils. However, now what I can do is I can divide them, because really what we're saying is 40 divided by 2 groups. Now, one way to do that, if you've forgotten some of your division skills, is of course to just go back and forth and sort these pencils, sharpened and unsharpened. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Nearly there. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Now I just need to count up my tallies of 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20 over here for the sharpened. Good. And then 5, 10, 15, 20. Very good. 20 plus 20 equals 40. So 40 divided by 2 groups gives you 20 in each group. Now, I know that I've got this right, because I know that actually if I used mental math, I could say 40 divided by 2, that would be 2 plus 2 gives me 4. So I know that 20 plus 20 would give me 40. This is a word problem, of course, so we're going to need a solution sentence, and here it comes. 20 pencils are unsharpened. Did you get that same answer? Did you make sure to include your solution sentence? Well done, my friends. Excellent. Okay, let's go on to the next question now. Next question, question number 4. We only got 5 questions here. Question number 4 says, round the following number to the nearest 100. Now, I can tell you, before you get started, that one of the things that we need to make sure that we're doing is using a number line with endpoints and a midpoint. So right now I want you to hit that pause button and do this work on your paper, and then when you're done, come on back and see me. Okay, we're back. Number line time. We are rounding this number to the nearest 100, not the nearest 10, but the nearest 100. We've got our endpoints. Endpoints are 600, because I'm rounding to the nearest 100, and 700. But what's that all-important midpoint? It is 650. Now that means my number, 649, is right here. And it's important that it's 1 less than the midpoint, because I know right away, as soon as I've determined that it is less than the midpoint, it's going to round down. So I'm going to take away 49. But it would actually take me 51 hops to get all the way up. So it's actually closer, because I want the nearest 10 here. It's actually closer to round down to 600. Okay. Solution sentence. 649 rounds down to 600. It is closer to 600 than it is to 7. Okay, last problem for today. Let's see what it says. Write the following number in standard form. It's written here in expanded form, so it's helpful to look at expanded form because, of course, it tells you the value of each of the digits. But here, we have it in expanded form, so we got to somehow put this all back together again. Right now, it says 400,000 plus 20,000 plus 500 plus 70. Now, I want you to think very carefully about where you're going to need zeros in this number, okay? Because even though it's a 6-digit number, that's the biggest digit, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to have a couple of zeros. But that's all the help you're going to get from me, okay? So you know what to do. Hit the pause button, write that number in standard form, come on back and see me. We'll see if you got the right answer. Pause. And we're back. Now, one of the strategies that you can use, my friends, of course, is to think to yourself, the biggest number has 6 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, all I need to do is to fill in all of these place value places with the numbers. 4 is in the 100,000s place. That's going to go here. 20 is in the 10,000s place, so that's going to go here. Then we jump over to 500, so a 5 in the hundreds place and 7 in the tens. But as you can see, there's something very wrong with this. I can't leave these places blank, so what I do, I have to fill them in with zeros. Well done, my friends. Let's take a quick review. With subtraction, we actually use the inverse, and we started with the lower point and the lower part, and we added up. Don't forget to number around the outside of a clock if you're having difficulty telling time. Then when it got to finding out the halves, we actually split the two groups evenly and then found our answer. We used a number line, of course, to answer our rounding problem, and we used this place value chart when we needed to take a number from expanded form, put it in standard form. Excellent work, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me. Now, here's what you need to do. There is an exit ticket that you need to complete on Seesaw, so go ahead, get that template, get that exit ticket going, just like you've been doing with Miss Hammond, with Miss Cashin, excuse me, and then it is up to you to answer those questions. Take a picture, put it up on Seesaw. Can't wait to see your work. See you tomorrow, guys. Bye.